Hey everybody, this is Nick from First Coast Math Clinic. In this video, we're going to talk about how do we add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. Let's get into it. So for example 1, we've got 1/2 plus 1/3. We know our denominators in each of these fractions are 2 and 3. And before we get into solving this, let's just illustrate what each of these fractions represent. So I'll draw a graphical representation. So 1/2, we've got one whole piece, and we're dividing it into two parts based on our denominator. And of those two parts, we have 1 based on our numerator. So this is our representation for 1/2. For 1/3, we start with the same size original piece. We're going to break that into 3 equal pieces based on our denominator. And of those 3 pieces, our numerator tells us we have 1 whole piece. So this is our visual representation for 1/3. Now, if we want to add these two fractions up like we want to do here, or subtract them in another example, we have a problem because we're not able to compare accurately this piece and this piece because our larger piece, our original piece, was broken into different parts, right? Here we're broken up into 2 parts, here we're broken up into 3 parts. So what we need to do so we can accurately compare these smaller pieces is break the original piece, the original larger part here and here, into equal pieces. And to do that, we need to find the common denominator or the least common multiple. Now I have another video on finding the common denominator or least common multiple for a pair of fractions. The link for that video is coming up right now, as well as at the end of this video, so you can check that out if you want. But we're going to review how to do this. So we're going to create a table, list our denominators, so we want to find the multiples for 2 and 3. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then 3, 6, 9, and 12. We want to find the smallest number they have in common. The common denominators are going to be 6 and 6. And what do we have to multiply 2 by to get 6? So we have to multiply by 3. What do we have to multiply 3 by to get 6? We have to multiply by 2. So let's write that out over here. Let me clean up a little bit of this. So 1/2, I'm going to multiply that by 3/3. And 1/3, I'm going to multiply that by 2/2. Now let's just look at the 3/3 and 2/2. Why can I multiply by 3/3 and 2/2? Well, 3/3 and 2/2, whenever we have a fraction with the same numerator, same denominator, that fraction just simplifies to 1 and 1. So now when we multiply our fractions, we want to multiply straight across. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we'll get 3/6 and 2/6. So we have our common denominators, or least common multiple of 6. So now if we want to illustrate what this fraction looks like, we'll start with a whole piece, and we're going to divide it into 6 parts. And for 3/6, we want 3 of those pieces. Two over 6. Let's break this again up into 6 equal pieces. And of those 6 pieces, we want 2 of them. So now we can accurately compare these 2 pieces, add them together. Well, we've got 6 pieces and 6 pieces, so we've got 6 total pieces. And we're combining 3 pieces here, 2 pieces here. So we're going to add up 3 and 2, and we get 5/6 as our fraction. All right, let's do a couple more examples where we find the common denominator to add and subtract fractions. All right, number 2, we've got 2/3 minus 1/5. So let's find our common denominator first. So we'll set up our table, 3 and 5. And let's multiply 3 by 1 through 5. So we'll get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Let's multiply 5. We'll get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, what's the smallest number they have in common? Smallest number is going to be 15 and 15. Well, what do we multiply 5 by to get 15? We multiply by 3. What do we multiply 3 by to get 15? We multiply by 5. So let's do that multiplication. So 2 over 3, we're going to multiply by 5 over 5. 1 over 5, we're going to multiply by 3 over 3. All right, so let's multiply straight across. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we'll get 10 over 15 and 3 over 15. So now we're going to subtract. So our denominator is going to stay the same. It's going to stay 15. Let's subtract 10 minus 3, and we'll get 7 over 15 as our answer. All right, let's move on to example number 3. So number 3, we've got 1 over 6 plus 3 over 4. Let's find our common denominators first. So let's write out our table, 4 and 6. So our multiples for 4 are going to be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Multiples for 6 are going to be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Well, what's the smallest number they have in common? Smallest number is going to be 12 and 12. All right, so 6 times what gives us 12? 6 times 2, and 4 times what gives us 12? 4 times 3. So let's multiply 6 times 2 over 2. And 3 over 4, we're going to multiply by 3 over 3. So now let's multiply straight across. We're going to get 2 over 12 and 9 over 12. And when we add this, we're going to keep our denominator, so the denominator stays. We're going to add up the 2 plus 9, and we're going to get 11 over 12 as our answer for number 3. All right, let's do one more example together. Let's move on to example number 4. So example number 4, we've got 3/8 minus 1/6. So let's start the same way, find our common denominators. So we got 1 through 7. Let's multiply 6. So we'll get 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and 42. 8, we'll get 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. So let's find the smallest value they have in common. So that smallest value is going to be 24 and 24. So 8 times what is 24? It's times 3. 6 times what is 24? It's going to be times 4. So let's multiply 3 over 8 times 3 over 3. And 1 over 6, let's multiply by 4 over 4. And when we multiply straight across, we're going to get 9 over 24. And for our denominator, we're going to get 4 over 24. Now we're subtracting. So in our numerator, we're going to have 9 minus 4 over 24, which is going to give us 5 over 24 as our answer. So this video was on how to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. I hope this video helped you understand this concept a little bit more. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And you can check out the link for the video that's coming up right now, which is a review on finding common denominators for fractions. This is Nick from First Coast Math Clinic.